everyone. Welcome to the Red Corner Show. I'm Dr. Shamila Ramjawan, host of the Red Corner Show, founder of the Princess D Menstrual Cup and Olympus International Awards, as well as the lead author of the world's first anthology series, Watering the Seed Stories of Personal Growth. You can get volumes 1 and 2 on Amazon, and volume 3 will be launching on the 4th of July, 2026. As we count down to our official launch, we are sharing exclusive interviews with our contributing authors. Joining me today is one of our remarkable authors from South Africa, Judy Shaik, whose contribution is featured as chapter 43, Through Loss, Built with Purpose. Judy Shaik is the founder and director of Wow Projects Academy, and she's also an organizational development, education, training, and development practitioner. She has over 17 years of experience in training, education, and people development. She's committed to empowering women, strengthening families, and creating pathways for growth and transformation. Judy leads with empathy and authenticity, and her work has touched hundreds of lives by providing hope, opportunity, and dignity to those who need it most. She continues to mentor, uplift, and inspire individuals and communities, showing that strength, purpose, and resilience are built through experience, reflection, and courageous action. Welcome to the show, Judy. It's so great having you.
Thank you, Dr. Shamila. It's so awesome to be here and share this platform with you.
I'm very excited to have this chat with you, especially with you being one of the authors in Watering the Seed. But before we go ahead, can you please share with the audience anything that you would like to tell us?
So awesome. I think everybody can actually see I'm branded with Wow Projects. So that's basically my heart and soul at the moment. So Wow Projects is one of my main babies. I do quite a lot of other stuff, not on the organization side, but my primary work would be attending to WOW projects and the community development education sector side, together with upliftment in communities. So we have a huge impact in that sector with both education and upliftment with regards to WOW projects. I come from the training and education background sector, so I'm basically in the line with all training and skills development, your normal skills development, SDF acts. And yes, I play a major role in that training industry sector. So yes, I wear many caps and or hats. And, we can go on and on and on. And I'm not going to go on because I'm sure everybody would want to read my chapter and learn a little bit more about me and my growth as well.
I'm so excited and I can't wait to share your chapter with the rest of the world. So Judy, what inspired you to be an author in Watering the Seed Stories of Personal Growth, and why did you feel this was the right time to share your story?
So for me, I think my personal growth comes from my purpose and my resilience. Having worked in the community and in the education sector for so long, you go through, you see struggles and you see transformation. So for me, that impact came from my dad and his legacy that he left behind to say, listen, we had struggle and we had transformation. How it was for me to, those both struggle and transformation and put them to good use, keep the legacy going. And, just going out there, reading about Watering the Seed, meeting Shamila at an event, touching bases with them, knowing what it was about. And I mean, to share people's growth, it's something so important. It brings out more inspiration in that person. It also brings out inspiration in others to see what others have gone through, to say, hey, why not read somebody else's chapter and get some inspiration from there? So for me, not more inspiration, but purpose. What do we take from there and what do we do with it from there? How do we take the struggles and transform them?
Yes, like I said, I cannot wait for others to read your chapter. You are going to inspire lots of people. And, just your contribution reminds us how important it is to speak your truth and also to allow others to learn from your experiences.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited because you're a first-time author. So, I've had authors in volumes 1, 2, and now in 3. And then I've had Dr. Simba, who I just spoke to a short while ago, and he in volume 1, and he's now in volume 3 again. So hopefully you're going to be in the other volumes going forward as well.
Yes, I'm sure I will definitely be. You always motivate us. So look, with your motivation and together with us, with me personally, myself, my motivation, and for my team as well, and all the other organizations that I work with, I'm always motivating them and say, come on, guys, get on board, come publish your growth, let people know what you're doing, let them know. So hopefully in volume 4, you're not only going to have me, you will have other people in it as well. And from WOW Project side, we always like to sponsor one person every year that we think that's making an impact, bring them in, and we put them on from WOW projects as well. So you'll definitely get that input from us as well.
Thank you so much. So, Judy, what is the core message of your chapter, and what do you want readers to feel or reflect on after reading your chapter?
So for me, it will be more of like, I will say, there's no beginnings and there's no end. It's what you do with it. It's your time, it's your patience, it's your courage. It's like if we had to take a seed, and it's watering the seed, by the way. So if we had to take a seed, you had to nurture the seed. So how more better would you do that with your life and you nurture your dreams and they turn into a meaningful purpose? So for me, that is what it's about. It's your time, it's your patience, and it's your courage that will turn your dreams into purpose.
Love it. I love the encouragement just in your message, what you just said now. That gives
Wow.
people lots of hope as well. Yes, planting that seed,
Definitely.
seeing it germinate into something really good and big, and you see the growth, and then blossoming into this beautiful flower or tree or whatever the case is. Amazing. Yes. And that's our stories,
Yeah,
that's our journeys, our life journeys. And
absolutely.
what is so great is that a lot of the authors have opened up and shared their lived experiences in the books. And for me, that is really getting out there into the real world, sharing their stories, inspiring others, and showing others that if they can do it and pick themselves, persevere, and carry on and achieve so much, they can do it as well.
True. I always say to everybody that I speak to or motivate or give some sort of advice, I always say to them, you're never too old to start. You're never too young to start as well. So like we say, there's always beginnings and end, but your end does not define where you stop. It's your purpose out there that would actually define whether you stop. And for me, if you have a purpose, then you're never stopping. There's no end to it. You go on and on and on.
I so agree with you. There's no end to it. You just keep moving the goalposts and just move ahead.
True.
Judy, I want to take this conversation a little deeper now. Can you take us into a defining moment in your journey that shaped your story and who you are today?
So, it's a sad one because it's my dad and it's his legacy and his memories. So with my dad passing, it was tough. It's been 11 years and they always say the pain never goes away, but there's always purpose. So for me, it is his legacy that's he's left behind that allowed me to grieve, but to take the grief and to let it be built into purpose and to me moving forward and giving me that strength and growth in opening up war projects and taking my life and the lives of everybody else to the next step. So nobody is left behind. So his legacy is not left behind. His legacy moves with us every single day. So that's my moment and my personal journey.
And your dad is proud of you today.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Yes, absolutely. So just reflecting further on that, how has your personal journey influenced your understanding of growth, purpose, and resilience?
So my experience is, you know, it actually taught me so much. So if I take, I don't want to give everything out because I want them to read my chapter as well.
Yes,
But
please. Yes.
so look, yes, they have to buy our book and they have to read my chapter. So look, it taught me about growth. It taught me about commitment. It taught me about challenges, moments, doubts, turning all these things into, from your lessons, your pains, your experience, your so for me, it taught me to walk in true purpose. So, um, I've been in the training industry for a long time. You come through bad challenges, you come through good challenges, and you make the best out of both. So for me, it's about, still working with a group of, gosh, I don't even know what word to use for the team of ladies that I have behind me because they are so awesome. And I think with them behind me, it just makes all of us better humans. We, would clash heads, but we'll get solutions. We'll come up with good purposes to move forward. So for me, that's what my growth and experience is. I train so much of people and I train so many students years in, years out. It's the impact of those that will come back and say, hey, you've trained me 4 years ago. I'm now a admin lady at this company. So, if it's one person in that year that could make me feel happy to say they've done something good, then I've really walked in true purpose and inspired somebody.
Wow, you're such an inspiration. Yes, I do agree. It's just that gratitude and the thank yous that you get reminds us that we're doing a great job.
Yes, like I always say to everybody, it's not about getting a pat on your shoulder or the claps or the certificates or the congratulations or the awards and things. So for me, it's more about, you know, serving the community, serving people, educating people, giving them that trust in saying, okay, we know the struggles we came through, we know the struggles we're currently having in our country, but how can we make it a little bit better? And how can we help at least even one person out of 10, and yes, and that's what we strive to do every day.
Thanks for that, Judy. And thank you so much for what you're doing in the communities as well. And you're touching thousands of lives. We so appreciate you and we want more people like Judy. What would
Yes,
you
yes,
say to
definitely.
someone right now who may be facing challenges similar to what you've experienced?
So, people that's facing challenges for me, look, it will be very simple. Your current situation is not the situation that you're going to lie in all the time. It's going to revolve, it's going to change, it's going to keep you grounded, it's going to move you forward, it's going to move you backwards. But again, I will use the seed. It's how you take the seed, how you nurture it, what do you do with it, how, what comes from it, what a powerful life you can bring to change that seed into becoming where you want to be. So for me, it's more about, um, you know, more about your self-belief. And I feel if you believe in yourself, then you will definitely make sure that seed is watered all the time and nurtured all the time, and it will bring out the powerful life in changing.
That is practical, powerful, and empowering. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, great advice to people out there watching. Get the book, get volumes 1 and 2. That's on Amazon. And volume 3 will be launching on the 4th of July, and we're going live on Amazon on that date. So make sure you get your copy. So volume 1, we had 25 authors, volume 2, 30 authors, and volume 3, we have 50 authors.
Yay!
So yes, we're showing the growth, but I think we have to draw a line and say the maximum is going to be 50 going forward as well. So yes. And if you would like to be on volume 4 to the audience, please do contact me, and hopefully you can share your story as well, because we want to share the lived experiences and empower, encourage, and inspire others. So Judy, how did writing this chapter impact you personally?
So, writing this chapter impacted me with sitting and saying to myself, okay, it's bringing back memories. It's bringing back the pain, the purpose, the growth, everything all in one. So, it was quite exciting because I gave it to a few people close to my heart to say, okay, read this. What do you think of it? And then in it, it's it features people that's close to my heart and people that helped me on my journey, be it family, siblings, husband, your uncle, aunts, they have featured in my story. But like for me, it's more of it was hectic, but it didn't take me long to write it. It was things that I've been doing, things that, it's easy to express. So, when you put yourself down and you just get to writing it, everything just flows. I mean, it actually flows more. We wish we had more pages to write. So, it would have went longer and longer and longer, but I'm glad that it's kept to, brief, limited information and things that comes from your heart. And, you don't want to go on and on, with 20 million different stories. You just want to give the gist of what you've been through and how you developed as an individual person.
For sure. We want them to be quick reads, so sharing the stories, and people must be encouraged and move on to the next chapter as well, because we have 50 authors.
Absolutely.
It's going to be so amazing. Please, audience, try and get a copy. It's just incredible what authors have opened up to. Some of the authors haven't shared their stories and their journeys before. They haven't spoken out, and they've come out now in volume 3, and they want to share their stories with the rest of the world. And I feel so honored and privileged to have them share their stories in my book.
Yes, definitely.
Judy, we've come to the end of the chat. I could go on talking to you. What that you would like to share with the audience?
So, for me, there's one thing that I would like to say to everybody is self-love and self-belief is, quite important to oneself. And if you take those two and you nurture them, you will definitely make sure that your purpose is seen not to the end, but it goes on and on and on. So yes, self-love and self-belief, that's my motto.
Self-love, self-belief. What a nice way to end. Thank you so much, Judy. To our audience, this is just one of the many powerful voices featured in Watering the Seed Stories of Personal Growth, Volume 3. Thank you again, Judy, for your contribution. It's very inspiring, very impactful as well, and deeply appreciated. You are helping to plant seeds of courage, resilience, and transformation in the lives of others. To the audience, do not forget to like, share, and follow the Red Corner Show. If you would like to be on the show, please drop me an email, redcornershow@gmail.com, and you too could be sharing your story. The world needs you. Until next time, take care. Bye. Bye, Judy.
Bye.